All right. I'm having tech issues on repeat. This is my third retake because of tech issues alone. First, the controller died. Now my tracker's kind of just disconnected. Anyway, what I'm getting into is escaping from reality. People come to this game to escape from reality, right? They come here to solve some issue, to alleviate a problem, to just solve something, right? Rather it be boredom or crippling loneliness or depression, right? They come here because their IRL is lacking something fundamental that makes them content enough to keep going or deal with it in some way, right? This is to say, we have a main demographic of people who just have a lot of problems, me included. When I got introduced to the game, all right, it was by a friend. It was like, fuck, I think somewhere near 6 years ago now. Okay. I was on and off of the game because I had a lot of fucking problems IRL. I was going homeless. I was getting my ass beat by my fucking parents, right? I was going through a bunch of social shit because, well, I had a lack of a social life, but the only social life I knew was in the foster system. This means that when it came to this game, all right, when I finally solved all those issues and got my own fucking place as an adult, when it came to this game, I didn't have shit to do. I just had work, this game, my home. That's it. Still went out and did my thing when I needed to fucking do it. But that was basically the three fundamental parts of my life. And this is to say that there are a lot of people like that who probably have it worse than me or have it better, who knows. But they're trying to come to this game to escape something. And in my case, right, after I was introduced initially by my friend, when it was just a party world and I got like, ooh, this game is cool as fuck. When I came back, it was because I was bored as fuck. I had nothing else to do. This isn't to say your shit's going to be like mine, where you're escaping reality because you're going through this, and that. It could just be something as simple as, oh, you have an interest. But from what I've seen, from what I hear, all right, and from what most people seem to fucking acknowledge, there is a giant portion of the player base who indulges in a lot of stuff to just escape the reality, just get rid of it. And I don't think it's exactly the most healthy way of going about it. We have a lot of alcoholics in this game, Chief. Lots and lots of alcoholics. Lots of people depressed, claiming that they don't want to live. Lots of motherfuckers using substances because they just don't know what the fuck to do with themselves. And I'm not one to judge, all right? You can do whatever the fuck you want. You're your own adult. Well, granted, some of these people that be doing this aren't adults, at least in this game. But I'm not one to judge. Do whatever the fuck you want. But I am going to put my 2 cents in since I see it. And I may not judge, but I'm not everybody. So maybe somebody else will. I'm sure we all had that one friend or witnessed that one person who's drinking so often, so much, so frequently, right? That we kind of are forced to say something about it, to be concerned about it. Now, maybe it isn't the entire player base that's alcoholics. Maybe it isn't the entire player base that's having these issues. Maybe it isn't the entire player base that's depressed. But I do know one thing, and that's that they're trying to escape something. We're all trying to get rid of something, figure out something, solve something, alleviate something. We're trying to do something. I don't know why I really made this one. This one's just a thought, if you will. Not really an issue, but more so just a thought. There's no one to blame in this situation, by the way. If anything, it's just more so, damn, I saw this a little bit too often. It really sucks for the people I saw it happen to, or the people I saw experiencing it. If you feel like you're drinking a little bit too often in this game and it leads to problems, I do suggest go reaching out to your friend group. Go find a support system. Maybe stop playing the game. If you feel like you're struggling with substances and every time you're on a substance, you tend to be in this game, or this game makes you want to do substances, or alternatively, and this is what I've heard from a lot of people, the only time you enjoy this game is when you're on something, alcohol or whatnot, that's a problem. That is what I would describe as an actual issue. Once again, I'm not one to judge. I don't drink or smoke. I never drank or smoke, so I don't really have a real insight as to what it can really, really cause. But my parents were an alcoholic. My parents were substance users. So when I see other people do it, I'm inclined to be like, hey, man, you should calm the fuck down. Once again, I'm not judging. We're your own adults, right? You do what the fuck you do. Maybe I don't know the full story. Most likely, I don't know the full story. But if you're a person that's trying to escape their reality, and the only time you find this game fun is when you're doing something, so you start doing stuff more in order to feel like this game is fun, I would suggest that you get a little bit more help. Just a smidge. This is not to blame anybody. This is not to shit on anyone for what they're doing. This is not to say that anyone's at fault. We're all going through our own shit. This is just to say, hey, man, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure that you're doing all right. Make sure you get help when need be. I'm sure there are people in the game who actually care enough about you to say, hey, man, are you okay? Keep that in mind.